Apple TV Plus has revealed the first trailer for Bad Sisters, an upcoming dark comedy series developed by Sharon Horgan, starring Horgan herself, along with Eva Berthisel, Sarah Green, Ann Marie Duff, and Eve Hewson as the devious Garvey sisters. This series will explore the limits of sibling love when death strikes their family. In today's video, let's dive into everything we know so far about this upcoming series. First up, what's the show about? If you're a fan of shows like Dead to Me, Killing Eve, and End of the World, you will not want to miss Bad Sisters. Created by and starring the BAFTA winner and Emmy Award nominee Sharon Horgan, the 10-episode series tells the story of 5 sisters who promise to protect each other through everything, even if it means committing murder. The Catastrophe star is back with another satire comedy series where she's pulling double duty once again, and it's very exciting news indeed. Combining her brand of a murder mystery with humor, Bad Sisters focuses on the Garvey siblings who are targeted by the life insurers of their late brother-in-law. All the sisters have plenty of reasons to kill him, but did any of them actually do it? And if so, will they get away with it? Or will their malicious intent be proven in court? We can't wait to find out for ourselves. As the trailer shows, something terrible happened a few months ago, and the sisters were definitely pushing the idea of committing murder, but we'll have to wait and see what actually went down. The trailer takes us 6 months in the past, revealing how John was a violent and possessive husband who tried to control every aspect of his wife's life. That's why her sisters decided to band together to give nature a helping hand by planning to murder him. Judging from the clips, we can see that the 4 women knew it might be impossible for their sister to escape an abusive marriage and were willing to do whatever it took to get rid of John. However, as the trailer depicted, it's not easy to kill a man, and the Garvey sisters faced multiple hurdles while trying to rid themselves of him. Next, some more details about Bad Sisters. Another thing shown in the trailer is the ensemble cast. Alongside Horgan, we've got Sex Education and Shameless's Ann Marie Duff, Behind Her Eyes, Eve Hewson, Penny Dreadfuls, Sarah Green, and The Last Kingdoms, Eva Berthisel as the 4 sisters. Beyond that, we've also got Peaky Blinders, Daryl McCormack, and Asaad Bouab, Love and Hate's Brian Gleason, and Dracula's Clyce Bang. The first 2 episodes debut next month, while the rest of the episodes will premiere each week after that. Horgan and her production company have signed a deal for multiple potential projects on Apple TV Plus, so it'll be interesting to see what else they come up with. And the good news is, Bad Sisters is coming to our screens a lot sooner than we think. It will launch globally on the streaming platform on Friday, August 19th, with its first 2 episodes, and will release 1 new episode every Friday after that. Speaking of Peaky Blinders, how the cast reacted to Season 6. Unlike many actors who find their shows suddenly canceled, the stars of Peaky Blinders went into the final season knowing it'd be their last. Sophie Rundle, who plays Ada Shelby, said that since they all knew it was going to be the last season, there was definitely an air of doing justice to the last 10 years. For her, it felt like it was the right time for the show to end, since the storyline was propelling itself toward the finish line. Still, it was very poignant to finally be finishing it off. Rundle further explains that a lot of people expected the show to be quite niche and almost a sort of cult thing. That was what made it so popular. She stated that the show was almost bold with its originality and the confidence of its stylistic choices. Even though Peaky Land will live on past the final season, Season 6 was still pretty conclusive because everyone knew this was the final one. It was done right, according to Rundle. There's a sense of finality to it that everybody was expecting. Brilliance is certainly the bar for the show's creators. From its opening shot, the show established a unique visual language. No one loves a slow-motion, smoke-filled sequence quite like Peaky Blinders. To add to that, it delivered complex characters, rich storytelling, and some of the best acting on television. Lastly, how will the Peakyverse continue beyond the final season? Murphy and Knight felt confident about how they ended the series, but the process of saying goodbye wasn't quite like anything they had expected. There was the pandemic at hand, along with the loss of a beloved cast member. Before the final season aired, both Knight and Murphy promised that Polly will be a part of the show's end. Given that Tommy is alive at the end of Season 6 and is not, in fact, terminally ill as he had been led to believe, the stage is set for an almighty comeback. Tommy spends the vast majority of the finale preparing for death, but the cat with 9 lives managed to live to fight yet another day. The movie now surely promises the return of Cillian Murphy and his flat cap for another action-packed quest. We can hardly wait. But if the story's richer than ever and the fan base is bigger than ever, then why's the show coming to an end? Knight explains that this is the end of the beginning, noting that his timeline for the series included 6 seasons and a movie. But this isn't the end. According to how the film structure will fall into place, they might set in motion some spin-offs, which will be part of the same universe. And now for some other related news. First, we have the Peaky Blinders film release date. The news of the film installment was initially officially announced by Knight in January 2021. As of now, it's still far too early to pinpoint a release date, with the TV series only just wrapped up season 6, and production on the film isn't currently slated to begin until the beginning of 2023. While official plot information is being kept under wraps for now, Stephen Knight has given us a few hints for what to expect. Specifically, he has revealed that the film will be set during World War II, claiming that he always wanted the saga to end with conflict. With that in mind, it seems likely we'll have to wait a couple of years before the film arrives. While that might seem like a long time away, fans can take solace in the fact that it would be a smaller gap than there was between season 5 and 6. If we can survive that drought, surely we'll survive this one as well. Also, Stephen Knight updates on season 2 of Taboo. Taboo season 2 is starting to come together, according to co-creator Stephen Knight, who is also the mastermind behind Peaky Blinders. It's been over 5 years since the brutal BBC One period drama aired, featuring Tom Hardy in the role of James Delaney, with the matter of availability essentially stopping it in its tracks. Knight has finally confirmed that he and Hardy are nailing down the next chapter of Taboo. Now it looks like the wait is almost over, and fans of the show can get excited again. As Knight explains, they finally have a date when they can expect to start filming season 2. The much-awaited second season of the Gothic Victorian show is expected to begin shooting towards the end of next year, as per the lead writer. It seems as if Tom Hardy fans have had their patience put to a test when it comes to this drama. With all the global events that have taken place since then, it feels like a lot longer than just 5 years since Hardy last took on the role of James Delaney. Thankfully, Knight now has announced there's not too much longer to wait. Phew! And finally, is Tom Hardy the next Bond? Tom Hardy has been a strong contender in the ongoing 007 race, but he seems to have hit a major stumbling block recently. Two major Hollywood stars, Henry Cavill and Regé-Jean Page, stand in his way, and it looks like the Venom star may not be able to overtake them. After nearly 15 years and 5 films as the tuxedoed spy, Daniel Craig's journey as James Bond has finally come to an end. No Time to Die definitely rounded off his story, leaving the door open for a new actor to take over from him as the suave secret agent. While the official announcement of the next star will likely come by the end of the year, Tom Hardy has been at the forefront of the betting since 2020, but his chances have seemed to dwindle lately. The Inception star has been a favorite with punters and even spoken out about becoming 007. However, he confessed he won't say much about the role. He jokes that if he talks about it, he's automatically out of the race. Hence, he can't possibly comment on this one. In his words, if I mention it, it's gone. So at this point, the next Bond role is basically up in the air. We'll just have to wait for the news and see who grabs it first. And that's a wrap for this video. Are you excited for the upcoming murder mystery show, Bad Sisters? What are your thoughts on the final season of Peaky Blinders and the upcoming movie? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. And we'll see you in the next one.